Now gather round, all you furs young and old, to listen to a Christmas tale told, in the words of a furry who was indeed there, and prevented an awful holiday scare. It was the night before that year's Christmas Eve, and Stormbully sat scheming when he did conceive an idea so terrible and thoughtless and cruel, a plan that would certainly ruin the Yule. For up in the North Pole there lived a collie, who, it was said, was always so jolly. His muzzle was gray and his belly was round, and he carried a sack with toys that were outbound. But the one thing he needed to power his sleigh were the freshest potatoes grown that day. They were a fuel that was carbon neutral, which gave Claus a tax cut he found to be crucial. "Without the potatoes, there'll be no toys," Stormbully declared, his voice tinged with joy. So our Grinch hopped online to starchtrade.com to inflate the value of yams with a plum. The bubble grew until at last it burst, making all yams worthless and leaving them cursed. And with that, the starch market came down to a crash, reducing investments to nothing but mash. He bought all the taters at a very cheap premium, then called up Santa's elves and the mass media to break news of his dastardly plot, and tell them exactly what it was that he sought. "You'll get your spuds back if you pay my demand! I expect it in cash and delivered by hand. All that I want is $1 million. A price that was met with incredulous hollers. Boo, you stink! Meanwhile, Stormi was drawing with glee when news of his nemesis came on TV. "I cannot let this heinous Folf win," Stormi said, while rubbing his chin. "I'll stop his scheme, there's no time to waste." He found the location on Google with haste. Stepping outside, the fog was too thick. This island's too small and is easy to miss. His ears perked up at the sound of a bell, and whipping around he saw Ren Noel. "Don't give up, the night's not through. Take me along and I can help you." "Wow," Stormi asked. "Does your nose glow red?" "No, but I have this flashlight." Stormi grabbed onto Ren by the hand, "Hold on to your butts," and propelled them up away from the land by flapping his ears at incredible speed. You won't believe this," some pilots decreed. Ren's candy cane thrusters activated in flight. "Now hold on to your butts," and rocketed the strange duo far out of sight. Ow. The journey was over in record time. An hour had passed since they heard of the crime. In the spot where they landed, a castle stood near, when out of the window Stormbully did leer. "Get off of my island! Didn't you see my last tweet? You must keep a distance of at least 600 feet! But the two first saw through Stormbully's sly ruse of a nonsense social distancing misuse. They pushed on inside to the spooky old lair, which was being guarded by 10,000 bears. But Ren had brought a most tasty meal, some hot cheesy pizza the bears ate with zeal. With the guards occupied, they climbed up the stairs, while hatching a plan to catch their foe unawares. At the tippity top of the castle's spire, Stormbully was perched by a roaring fire, while Ren snuck away to prepare the attack. Stormi laid the seeds of his rival's setback. "I've got you at last," Stormi called out, but Stormbully spun round while he turned up his snout. "Christmas is ruined, there's nothing you can do, except watch the kids cry and chaos ensue." The distraction had worked and Ren had his chance. He glomped the bad Folf with a quick little prance. "Get off, you fiend!" came Stormbully's loud yell. For the hug gave him warmth in his cold, hollow shell, and fearing the worst, that he could feel nice things, Stormbully squirmed free and lost all of his rings. His brush with emotion from Ren's friendly grasp made him clutch at his heart with a quick little gasp. There was nothing to do but tuck tail and flee. "You haven't seen the last of me, Stormi!" With the mastermind gone, his plan they could halt, turning their attention to the giant Spud Vaults. It was made of thick metal and powered by solar, with input taken from a Dreamcast controller. The password was clear, Stormi knew it by heart. He typed the name Tails and then pressed start. The vault door swung open, the stage was set to bring to a close this holiday threat. Rin gathered up the potatoes at last and delivered them to the North Pole really fast. Old Santa Claus was filled with delight to be at the end of the sleigh fuel blight. Stormi received his own Pizza Hut from none other than that jolly old mutt. And for Rin Noel, the best gift of all, meeting Santa Claus in his winter hall. So that, my friends, is the tale of how Christmas was saved. All there is to do now is wish you all well. May this time bring you delight. And Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.